Greetings and salutations. And I don't know why it's not showing up over here on the thing. Hold on. May have been my setup here. Just give it a second. There it is. It was having a bit of an issue. I had it set up to capture a specific window, and then I had to change it back. But such is, unedited content, I guess. In this episode, I'm gonna try to go to the jungle and maybe find the queen bee. Because I'm thinking there's an intermediary between what I'm currently fighting or what I'm attempting to fight, and that was stupid. And what I'm attempting to fight and what I've already beat. Of course, I've already beaten the Eye of Cthulhu, and I've already beaten the Slime King. So I don't think getting more Slime King kills is really going to benefit me. I thought to myself, okay, Skeletron's a bit too tough right yet, as is the Eater of Worlds, because I've tried them both multiple times, and I'm not making headway. So I thought, okay, what's left for an actual boss that I can kill? And I really put some thought into it the other day, and I was like, well, wait a minute. I could kill the queen bee. Maybe. Maybe I can. But nevertheless, I thought, well, let's try it and see what happens. And if I can't kill the queen bee, then I'm in an impasse. But I think given what I've got with the mini shark and the range set that I have right now, I think I can do a fair bit of damage to her and try to get her down. Now, if I can't beat her, or if I beat her once here, I have to make the Abominations, and then I have to build a jungle biome. Ooh. That would have been bad. That would have been very bad. I think that would have been absolute death had I fallen. And not caught myself with a slime hook. Which I'm kind of glad I got the slime hook. And not the slime, was it the slime mount? Slime mount's nice and all because it's got rebound. So you can kind of, almost reduce your fall damage by using the rebound of the slime mount to kind of help out there. But it's still ill-advised. So I'm just glad I got the slime hook. Slime hook makes a lot of things easier. Okay, so there's no reason to go down that way. I almost just... Oh, that's right. I bought the illegal gun parts, not remembering that I could, that I needed other parts. I was a fool. Other things. I thought, well, I could just, turn around and make the Mega Shark. Apparently I cannot. Wait a minute. I'm not trusting these chests. Hello? This is just interesting. Like, I've always loved the jungle layout. But it's also made me wonder, like... what madman developed this? I mean, I really don't trust these chests. I really, really, really don't. They are very suspicious to me. It's also nice that Pinky only does 1 damage per attack. I don't need more shurikens or anything like that. I'm good on shurikens and bombs. Whoa. This is insanity. This is what I mean by, like, who was the madman that designed this place? Like, just look at the random layout. It is so chaotic. But at the same time, that's what makes it endearing. It's like there's solace and peace of mind found in the chaos. There's there's actually a Japanese phrase that embodies it quite well. But I saw it on Twitter. Like, there's a Japanese artist that I pay attention to, and he draws stuff done in the ukiyo-e art style. So like the vintage Japanese ukiyo-e art. That's how he does his artwork. And the thing he was talking about was called wabi sabi. Wabi sabi is basically not to be confused with wasabi, but wabi-sabi is finding beauty in imperfection. So the imperfection in the jungle zone is part of its charm. Because it's not a concrete thing. It's like very different, very oddly shaped. And that imperfection is what makes it so incredible. I wonder something. I'm walking around down here like I own the place. And there could be traps everywhere. And I would never know. Well, I'm not carrying any rope on me? Are you kidding? Ridiculous. I don't need the throwing knife. You can always use a boomerang. And I don't need the lead bars. The reason why you always need a boomerang is because you can always make magic boomerangs out of it, flaming boomerangs out of it, the chakrams out of it. So there's always use for a boomerang. Like, see, look at this. What I mean by how wild this is. Look at this. There's a little chamber right here. But what's below it? Let's take a look. See? Then you go and you drop down in here and you tear this whole place apart. I'm eventually going to get somewhere. Wow. I mean, this is kind of a wild area in terms of, like, the amount of fighting you have to do just to go basic places. But I once told people before, going down into the underworld, I told them, don't go there unless you have innate knowledge of how it works. And they kind of looked at me like I was a loon. I said, trust me, if you don't know how it works down there, and you accidentally crack open the wrong thing, you'll doom everybody. It's not good. And so they were like frightened, but at the same time weirdly apprehensive slash optimistic, all at the same time. It's a strange thing because they sat there and they were looking at me like, you know, you can't be serious. There's no way it could be that dangerous. And I'm like, yeah, but it is though. While we wait, we're gonna store away all this stuff. Oh, there's rope. Sat there thinking I didn't have any rope, but it's like it's right there. Perfect. Wait, not perfect. Hold on. Now perfect. Just in case I do die, I'm not gonna lose all 6 gold I got. I still haven't found the beehive, which is rather odd. Generally, it's a pretty easy find. Lucky Nature's Gift. Whoa, what was that? Reduce mana cost. Ooh. Spellcaster, Dream Real. Dream Realized, maybe? What is this? Where's this blue fairy trying to take me? Alright, instead of trying to tunnel all the way through where that man-eater is, let's go where the man-eater's not. How about them apples? Take that, Hall and Oates. If you don't know who Hall and Oates is, or the song I'm referencing, then you're just you're lacking music in your life. You're lacking quality music in your life. Really? You led me to a absolute waste of a space ferry. We're gonna lead you over to this uh park container, essentially. Even though you already have maximized life. Appreciate the hint, but it's not very helpful. Ooh, that was bad. Bad idea. Bad, 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 bad. I knew it. I was trapped. Still haven't found that beehive. This is just tragic. Like watching a train wreck. I can only imagine everybody out there is just like chewing rust and spitting nails every time I do some sort of bonehead maneuver. They see me do it, and it's like they get to watch it, but only in slow motion. And they're like, no, don't do it. And then I'm doing it anyway, and I'm dead. I can only imagine that's how it feels. Like everybody's sitting at home and just they see me do something completely boneheaded. Oh well. Nothing is foolproof to the sufficiently talented fool. Always remember that. And believe me, I am a sufficiently talented fool. Wait, you telling me I don't have any jungle torches? None. Maybe they're not in this box. I know I have jungle torches. I have to have. See, I've been to the jungle before. I've got other stuff. You know, they weren't wrong. The jungle, the song was always right. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. They did have fun and games, just not like the exact fun and games that I was necessarily needing at the time. It was more like the fun and games they had were this devious idea of putting me through the, absolute moment of torture, and then I was like, well, I guess if you insist. Where? Okay. I'm not seeing where the worm's teeths are. Here's the antlion mandibles. Didn't want the gel deposit, which tells me there's nothing else there. I apologize for the yawning. I've only had like 6 hours of sleep. And here I am just like, you know, we roll with it. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do on low sleep. And that's just life. I have sturdy fossils in 2 places. That shows how little I've actually paid attention in the past about where I'm storing things. I am never a fan of mods, but I tell you right now, if they made a Terraria mod where you hit deposit all out of your inventory and it just spreads out to every actual chest where the stuff is residing, it'd be a hit. They can even call it like the proper place mod. Like everything has its proper place. Everything has a place, and every place has a thing. I'm going to keep the building material with me. Not so much the ebon stone blocks, but the rest. You never want to build with ebon stone block. Well, not unless you're making, like, a biome. If you make a biome, then by all means, build with ebon stone block. I just don't normally recommend it. It has the potentiality to go bad. And that's, like, very, very bad. Oh, man. Normally I wouldn't be this tired, but it's one of those days today where, like, everything that could go wrong will. I stayed up till, like, 2 in the morning talking to a friend. And, then I go downstairs and I get told, make sure your alarm is set for 9:15. Didn't actually come back upstairs and fall asleep until 3, 3:30. And then, next thing you know, the energy audit guy that came out to replace the dehumidifier, which was originally put in improperly, I made a whole bunch of racket, and we were afraid of it burning up. He came back, he put in the new one, and next thing you know, that was at 9 a.m. I got like 6 hours and 6 hours 15 minutes of sleep. And then I had company here pretty much all day. And I had to cook up quinoa chicken. Quinoa crusted chicken, I should say. And it came out good. But it was one of those things where it's like, Man, I just could not, almost like could not buy a break today. It was that, like, hectic, constantly on the move. You know, you have to do something. It has to be done. You don't have an option. It's quite literally, it was that much of an obligation. Let it build a biome. Perfect. There we are. Building a jungle biome. It's not just going to be any jungle biome. It's going to be a big one. Now, the fun part is I'm going to fill this all in with mud. Except for like a little, well, maybe I could leave it open-ended. I don't know. I also need to build a shroom biome too, come to think of it. Maybe build it halfway full. I don't know. I don't know exactly what the dimensions are for a jungle biome. I thought it was like 100 and something grass points or something. I don't. Yeah, I know. You're not generally not smart to build a biome right next to your domicile, but whatever. We roll with it. I is what it is, you know. And why do flying fish give glow sticks? Is it because they're fish sticks? I may be tired, but I'm not too tired to make bad puns. That's how you can gauge my effectiveness at um, drowsiness. It's like, is he too tired to tell a bad pun? If the answer is no, then he's not quite tired enough just yet. We'll plant a whole bunch of jungle grass seeds on this thing, and then we're gonna hope and pray that it makes enough of a biome. There we go. Because later on, you can use it to farm, like, turtle shells and stuff like that. So it becomes really useful. Like, it's a great tool. Kind of like the making the mushroom biome. You have to make a mushroom biome on the surface to get the... I only have 2 jungle grass seeds? Are you joking? You've got to be absolutely kidding me right now. No mistakes. Wow, that's growing fast already. It's already up to 3 blocks. Look at that. It's big enough. I know that I have to make a jungle biome up here because then I can just summon queen bees up here and kill them. But I have to find the first queen bee in order to do that. I also have to build an ice biome. I don't have enough stuff for that yet. Requires like 400 blocks of ice or something like that. It's just a disgusting amount of material. Yeah, I only have 100. Anywhere near enough. And that's just how it is. Like, building biomes is sometimes one of the worst things to do. Like, not one of the worst things to do is in, like, bad for your character or bad for progression. That's just one of the worst tasks to do. But then again, you have to have certain biomes to be controllable. Now, like, what do I mean by controllable? Meaning, if I need to go farm, I don't know, some specific material, and it says you have to have an above ground corruption biome, or you just have to have a corruption biome, I can build one, right? I've got enough ebon block. I just build an ebon block area, and then it just starts playing the corruption music. Boom, good to go. Of course, this upsets the dryad, but who cares? And then it allows you to farm that area, like, right outside of your base. It's no different than building, like, say, crops on the top of your Minecraft house, right? It gives you a safe, reliable place to go get the materials you need. And that's one thing that this game, like, it allows you to do. So, like, I think in other crafting games, I haven't played enough Starbound to tell, but I know in other crafting games there's not enough you can't build biomes. The way of joys, huh? Don't get me wrong, I love that sound of that rainstorm because it's just such a good sound effect. Like, sound department crushed it. Are you serious? Okay. I was gonna say, why am I struggling to get back up there? I'll never forget the first Plantera fight I ever had. I was definitely new to Terraria, and I didn't know the intricacies of movement and how to do things. And so I go in and I have to kill Plantera because it's required boss to continue and like kind of complete the whole like I can't say storyline because there really isn't a storyline in Terraria, but you kind of have to kill Plantera to beat all the bosses in order to get like Moon Lord and other stuff like that. So, whoa, explosives! I thought that bee's nest was gonna land on that plunger and kill us all. I literally, I mean, I thought for sure I was dead. Like, I had that little mini coronary that most people get when they realize that their death is imminent and there's nothing they can do about it. Because I mean, that literally is just death. The moment that you hit that plunger, you are resigned to just death, death, death. Oof. This silver? Platinum. Wow, that's a lot of platinum. Yeah, we're gonna take it all. It's insanity. Like, the amount of... that. If I had stepped on that plunger, I'd have been... do not pass go, do not collect $200, essentially. I would have just been immediately eviscerated. I had no shot. None. I need to find that queen bee. Maybe I should try another area and then go down through there. But I'm gonna have to save that in another save that for another video. I did get more grass seeds though, so I can make more attempts. It'll eventually grow. When it does, I'll have a nice biome. What's the fishing quest? You need, Billy. Caught in surface. In the forest at night. It was already dead. You know what? We'll do it. We'll go catch that fish. I'm sorry, that zombie did 50 damage to me? Why? Last I knew, I was quite bulky defensively against zombies. But I know that it changes with everything. I don't have much time to get this fish. See, that would have been a prime cave for, like, the Crimson area. There. Nailed it. Really? 3 fishing potions and an apprentice bait? And some apprentice bait? Come on, man. What a stingy douche. I mean, he's been like that forever. Like, I think the last 5 quests I've done, dumpster. He's just... He's holding on to all the good stuff. He's tempting my hand. I didn't have to build a room for him. I didn't have to bring him back here. I could have left him just chilling out there by the sea, where he was happy. But no, I was good guy Greg. I brought him back. This is the thanks I get. $478 platinum ore. Anyway, I did the fish quest. I really need to find out where that beehive is. I might have to do some playing this off camera to find it. Who knows? But I hope everybody enjoyed this video and my colossal failures tucked deep inside of it. I hope everybody has a fantastic evening, a wonderful tomorrow, and as always, have a good one.